Nothing like the fanfare of introductions to an NFL game, and that was in evidence a moment ago. Fireworks, pyrotechnics, you name it. This crowd is ready as their guys get set to match up between the Los Angeles Chargers and the Denver Broncos. There on first down gets 3 up to the 28.
Well, that's just a pile of bodies there, and that's when you kind of find out who's a tough guy, right? Who can stand up and make a play. It was only a 3-yard run, but for both sides, they had to walk away from that feeling like, okay, I can stand up when the going gets tough in here.
First carry for Austin Eckler, who's a Colorado native. Now this will go for 5 up to the 33.
Austin Eckler, the ball carrier.
A quick burst there, and he nicely bit off a pretty decent gain.
5 yards on the play, and it's 3rd down.
An early test, 2 plays in. This is 3rd and 2. Herbert now. He'll be brought down by the Broncos. It's a sack. Von Miller able to get him down behind the line of scrimmage, and it will be 4th down. On 4th down on is Dustin Colquitt to kick this away. Back deep to return is K.J. Hamler. This is taken around the 12. That'll be put in the books as a 53-yard punt. And the Broncos take over, first down and 10.
At their own 18-yard line.
So from inside the 20, here's 1st and 10 at the 18. Now the first carry here for Phillip Lindsay. And he's going to lose yardage here back to the 14-yard line. Call it a full 3 yards in the wrong direction there. Brings up 2nd down. So now they have to contend with 2nd and 13 after the first down run goes backwards. They'll wind up getting 10 back as that sets them up for 3rd down.
That's a really nice job by them picking up the run blitz and detecting it and blocking it and turning it into a nice run. And a lot of times you think if you blitz a running play, you're going to smother it. But a lot of the blitzers, they come in a little bit high. They don't have great leverage, and they're easily blocked and turned to the side.
He'll find Lindsay here. And he'll be out of bounds, but able to get it up past the 45. Give him 22 there on the 3rd down conversion.
Well, that certainly has to feel good. It's not all the time that the play caller should get all the credit. Sometimes I think in the huddle, the quarterback just says, hey, who's going to make a play for me? I just need something right here. And the end result there, nice first down. Drive keeps moving.
And he works his way forward for about 4 up to the midfield stripe.
He was taken down.
At the end of all that hitting and hollering, it was a 4-yard run, so the offense is going to go back to huddle and feel pretty good about themselves. Defensively, you have to feel okay because you didn't let it turn into a bigger run, but the goal, shut it down for 2 yards or less. That's when you start to feel good about yourselves.
Following the pickup of 4, here's 2nd and 6. Lock on the give, it's Lindsay. And good penetration here. He'll get this down only to about the 49-yard line. Call it a gain of a yard, and it's going to bring up 3rd and 5.
3rd and 5.
From the gun, it's Locke. Got a man complete. It's Hamler. That'll get him the first down as they get 9 yards out of that quick slant. Nice job keeping that opening drive alive, and they're in plus territory, that part of the field where you really want to convert on third down. They did.
Big-time pickup for them, and now I think the aggressive play callers think to themselves, this part of the field, I take my shot at the end zone, because the closer you get to the end zone, the field gets condensed. Makes it a lot tougher to run those routes. You still got a chance to actually run past people right now. Take your shot at the end zone early in the down and distance count.
On second down, a run with Lindsey. And brought down, but not before they're inside the 25. It's a first down on a gain of 10. Relatively small sample size, but that's his longest run of the first quarter. Bounced it out to the outside to make it successful.
And to get there, you actually need some help. It's not just your pure speed getting to the corner, making sure that the blocking is taken care of inside so the pursuit doesn't get you. And oftentimes, those wide receivers, tight ends that might be flexed out, they've got to control the edge and make sure no one from the outside can spill the play before he gets there.
Throwing on first down is Locke. Open man Hamler, that's complete. And he's out of bounds. Almost gets to the 10. 11 more on that one and another first down.
How about a guy proving his worth in different ways? Had the big play in the run game to play before. This time, they go right back to him in the passing game, and he comes through with yet another big play. That's why you work out so hard in the offseason, so you can stay on the field and accumulate big plays.
That one unable to develop, never got going. A loss of a couple, and it's second down.
Second and 12 at the Chargers' 13-yard line.
A rare misstep on that last play because the drive has been strong, but now it's second and 12. They'll try the left side. Atkinson. And out of bounds all the way down at the 3. They'll wind up getting 10 back as that sets them up for third down. Seemed like a couple sets of eyes were on the quarterback, so he decided, hey, I'm going to hand this off. Got a good gain out of it.
And you know you need good blocking up front in order to gain yardage. But every one of these RPOs, if you do it right and they look this...
And he will take it in for a Bronco touchdown. Philip Lindsay with touchdown number 7 on the year. And the Broncos have taken the early lead. One of the keys to their long winning streak has been scoring first. An ideal drive right there, getting the first 6 points of the ball game.
Do you go back to our meeting with the offensive coordinator? Remember what he told us?
Absolutely.
With some teams, I script to probe in the early part of the game. Other teams, I script to attack. They've been in attack mode for these ball games and continue that in this one.
First and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
The Charger drive about to get going. And a 3 and out on that first drive. We'll see if they can do better here.
They should have a better opportunity because the nerves should be settled now. That first series, everybody goes out with a little extra emotion. So now they get a chance to go back out and say, okay, now we're into the game. Let's go play and play as best we can.
You almost get a mulligan then on that first drive?
Sometimes it absolutely serves that way. You get a second opportunity. Nothing big happened. But then again, you didn't commit any mistakes either. Off you go.
And they'll work from the 29 on second and 6. Back to throw here, Herbert. No gain that time on the completion, and it'll be third down. The defense loves to hang their hat on that, don't they? You get a guy that catches the ball, but you stop him for no gain.
Without a doubt, because they're also used to trying to catch people after the catch, and they miss. And that turns into what? A huge play. We've seen it so many times. In this case, though, catch was made, put down right on the spot.
They had the catch on second down, but it didn't help at all, and now they're looking at third down here. Out of the gun, Herbert. Yeah, that one's going to be knocked away and incomplete.
That looks like it's going to be 2 empty possessions now to start this football game. I think they're going to have to sit down and talk about what worked for them last week in their win. Sometimes you over-game plan, overthink things. Get back to what works.
Here's Dustin Colquitt now as he'll punt it away for the second time. Returning it, here's Hamler. An excellent return that time, 26 yards. And possession will switch hands, 1st and 10.
42-yard line.
Denver offense at the line, ready to go. And certainly they'll be hoping to hit pay dirt like they did on the last drive. Got the football back, so a chance to go up 2 scores. And then blitz coming, and down he goes. The former number 3 pick, Joey Bosa, bringing the lumber that time.
Well, so much for setting the tone of the drive offensively. Giving up a big sack that loses that kind of yardage, not a great start.
After 1, 7-0 on EA Sports.
Score, Broncos 7, Chargers nothing.
That huge loss on the sack makes this job much more difficult. It's now 2nd down and 22 yards to go. There's a ball thrown right side and complete. And he'll be brought down at the 48-yard line. A big gain there after going backwards, and that'll lead to a 3rd down.
The goal for any offense versus his own defense, find the holes where guys are available and put the ball on the receiver before any defender can step up and fill it.
They did it well there. Perfectly executed crossing route. And he has the 1st down yardage before they bring him down right at the 45. Only 3 there on the pickup, but that's enough to move the chains.
45-yard line.
On 1st down, Locke. Under a heavy rush, and down he goes. Joey Bosa, his 2nd sack of the night. Well, they go play fake. The problem is nobody was faked out.
And when no one's faked out, what's the end result?
Sack.
Quarterback gets hit.
And the job becomes twice as difficult now. After the sack, it's 2nd and 20. Locke working out of the gun. This is Hamler on the receiving end. And they went the wrong way there. Losing yardage back at the 43-yard line. They lose 2 on that last play, so things get even tougher. 3rd and long coming up. Need something from deep in the bag of tricks here after 1st and 2nd down went backwards. It's 3rd and very long. Shotgun snap to Locke. Escaping the pressure right. Into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. Picked off by the former Bronco All-Pro, Chris Harris. I know it appeared he was saying, hey, give me the football, I'm open, but I don't know if that's a pass that he should have thrown there.
Well, I don't think we've ever met a wide receiver that doesn't think he is open or is about to be open.
True.
So when you throw your hand up in the air and tell your quarterback, hey, I'm available, he's trusting that you are. In this case, he was not, and it turned into disaster for them.
On the screen, this is Eckler. Not what they had in mind there. That's going to go as a loss of 4.
Partner, when you see a screen pass and the defensive tackle ends up making the play, you know that one wasn't sold well at all because he should be upfield by the time you throw the pass. If not, you end up with big trouble, as we just saw right there.
So they had the big loss on that 1st down pass play. And facing a 2nd and long. They'll run out of the gun with Eckler. And he'll be taken down at the 46-yard line.
Eckler, the ball carrier.
I was pretty surprised there when they lined up to run it on 2nd and long, but it worked out for them.
It certainly did, and that requires some confidence, some fortitude, and a little bit of hope, doesn't it? You hope you catch the defense just right and break off a big run to help yourself out on the next down.
Herbert on 3rd down now.
Let's get that swagger, y'all.
And it's intercepted. Picked off by Bryce Callahan. And he'll return this ball across midfield to the 47-yard line. CD, I know it's just his 2nd year in the league as a quarterback, but that's going to be one when he flips on the tape. He's like, I shouldn't have thrown that ball.
No doubt about it, and his coaching staff will be emphatic about he shouldn't have thrown that ball. But remember, 2nd year, as you noted, on-the-job training. So he's got to take this feedback that he's getting, negative or otherwise, and turn it into positives moving forward.
The ball carrier.
Tackle made there by the safety, Derwin James.
Certainly a nice job there by the defense rallying to the football and getting him on the ground, but I think the play gets made by the defensive front because if they can't get upfield, their job is to go ahead and get low, almost get into a ball sometimes, stack things up, and make it difficult for the runner to find a hole.
36 yards on the play. That was excellent from start to finish, from the blocking to the running, just well executed.
And now let's look ahead because after that, how about a little play action, maybe a little bootleg, and get the quarterback out on the corner and give him a little run-pass option.
And they're right down here looking for 6. And here he'll get it down to the 7. 3 yards the gain there, second down.
The goal of a wide receiver screen is get enough blockers in front to create a wall and let him pick his spot to run the football. How about the defense there, swarming to it and not allowing that to happen? Did not let him get downfield.
The line of scrimmage, the 7 now on 2nd and goal. And that'll get him halfway there as he takes it from the 6 to the 3-yard line.
Well, the spotlight hit him once already tonight as he got into the end zone. He was trying to make it a double spotlight, wasn't he?
But credit the defense, bottling him up, not letting him get in for the second score there. Big play coming here. It's 3rd and goal. They'll try to run this one in. That is not going to be any help as they dump him behind the line of scrimmage. 2 minutes on the clock, second quarter, 7-0 ball game. A reminder coming up just a few minutes from now, we'll send you to Jonathan Coachman and our crew in Orlando. Coach will have a look back at some of the stats and scores from yesterday's action. A good drive gets them inside the 5, but they could not punch it in.
And credit the defense, too. Make sure that happens because that was the old bend but don't break approach. Made sure they contained them when they absolutely had to and forced the field goal attempt that went through.
Dances by him, and now running right through him. And taken down just past the 20 at about the 21-yard line.
1st and 10 at their own 21-yard line.
The Charger drive about to get going. They're still in search of an initial first down as they come up here 1st and 10. Now a handoff here to his running back. And they'll get 8 out of this before being stopped at the 28. Line of scrimmage, the 28 now as they come up on 2nd and a couple. And he's taken down but able to slip across the 35.
On the carry.
Partner, it's not often that I expect running backs to eclipse 100 yards in back-to-back games. But he left 100 way behind last week. I think he's going to do it again. I'm expecting 150 or more.
And last week, AFC Offensive Player of the Week. So if he does what you say he might, maybe he'll get another one.
Hey, I think he's locked in.
12 more yards there and another first down. From the 50, here's Herbert. Hunter Henry brings it in. And he'll go down, but not before getting this inside the 30. The Chargers going to signal for the first of their timeouts as they get the stoppage with a little over 50 seconds to go in the first half. A 1st and 10 here, and you know, if they could just get 3 out of this, something about whittling it to a one-score game at half that might provide a psychological boost. And this is complete. It's Allen. And he's in for a Charger touchdown. Keenan Allen, his 3rd touchdown now on the year. And the Chargers have made this a one-score game. The way this one was going, you just got the sense they needed something before half. They've at least got something on the board now. Still trailing, but a good sign.
That takes me back to our preseason tour of NFL camps. You remember we talked with that one coach who said his emphasis this year was scoring in the last 2 minutes of a half, heading into the locker room. This hits it right there. Take that momentum, take that good feeling, and take it to the locker room, regroup, and start over. They got it here.
They did indeed, and a lot of football, full half to be played. The Broncos onto the field, ready to start their next drive. You're under a minute to go here in the half. Field position not really in your favor, but still time to try and move the ball and get in field goal range.
Yeah, you've got the lead. It's definitely a thought. Let's go ahead and try and increase it. But at the same time, I don't like the odds. I don't like where they are in the field. Got the lead. They've done well in the first half. Don't mess it up and go into halftime looking at each other wondering what if.
An incomplete pass leads to 2nd and 10 from the 25. Throwing again. Block. Screen pass to Lindsey. And he maybe makes it back to the line of scrimmage. That's it. That helps the completion percentage, but not much else. And now it's 3rd and 10. They had the catch on 2nd down, but it didn't help at all. And now they're looking at 3rd down here. He'll go up top here for Hamler. And that'll be incomplete with 11 seconds remaining now.
A.J. Hamler.
So on 4th down, here's Johnny Townsend to punt it. Deep for the Chargers, Desmond King. They only punted twice in the win last week as he gets this one away. This will be fielded at the 17. So we're at halftime here in Denver with the Broncos leading this one. As now we send you out to Orlando and hook back up with Jonathan Coachman for our EA Sports Halftime Report. Broncos with a lead, and they will be receiving this kickoff here as quarter 3 is underway. That'll be taken about a yard deep. And they'll get him down right around the 25, actually the 26 officially, so a net gain of 1 there.
Take over 1st and 10 at their own 26-yard line.
Denver offense at the line, ready to go. Certainly want to avoid what they had to do last possession. That was punt the football, because this game's starting to tighten up.
In a basketball sense, you think about taking a little bit of the air out of the ball, right? Maybe milk some clock, limit the possessions. In this case, they might want to do the same thing, but control the game offensively. Put together some first downs, put together a drive, and keep it away from them.
The run got 4. Now they deal with a 2nd and 6. And they give this time to the tailback. And he'll be brought down right around the 37. 7 yards there and a first down.
Well, you certainly have to give a little credit here because they're playing this game now at their pace. This is ball control football, sustained runs, taking their time, and making it work.
Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10. Block going to throw. And he's going to drop this off to his fullback. And he'll be out of bounds after getting this one across the 40.
It's interesting because when I'm watching college football and I'm evaluating guys for the draft now, my list of fullbacks, pure fullbacks, it's a very short list. I'm probably evaluating more punters and kickers now than I am fullbacks, but it doesn't matter what you call the position, it's who you put there, and there we saw completion.
It'll be a loss of 7 on the play, and that's going to lead to a 3rd and 12. Faking the give to Lindsey. Here's Locke. He's got an open man. He completes it to Callaway. And he'll be stopped right at midfield. He was held without a catch in the first half, but he's got one here, and he also picks up a first down.
50-yard line.
On first down, Atkinson. It's a foot race. And all the way home for a Broncos score. A great effort there. His 5th touchdown now on the year. And the Broncos will extend their lead.
Well, I guess when you look back on it, it was just a matter of time until he popped a big one like that. And, you know, at halftime, you and I discussed it. They had done a nice job on him in the first half. But there were a couple of occasions where it felt like he might wiggle out of traffic and take it to the house. Finally here in the second half, that got done.
At their own 25-yard line.
The Charger drive about to get going. And their halftime hole now even deeper. And they need a big drive here just to answer the first touchdown of the second half scored against them.
They were down at the half. Now, as you mentioned, they're down a little bit bigger, but no time for discouragement. Just got to get back to it, right? Put your shoulder against the boulder and start pushing and try and get back to where you were to start the half.
Ball at the 24 and a 2nd and 11. Off Off the play fake to Eckler, it's Herbert. That one complete to Joe Reed. And this will go as a gain of 7 as he gets it to the 30-yard line. The reception good for 7. It's third down.
Third down.
Play action. It's Herbert. And he's got a man open. That's Allen. And now off to the races down the right side. And they're going to have this way down deep in Denver territory. They're able to convert on third down, and that sets up a 1st and goal. First and goal, and they got to be thinking a chance to get right back into this football game. And he'll give it here to his running back. At a minuscule gain of maybe a yard from the 6 to the 5.
Tackle made at the 5.
Be interesting to see now what they do offensively down near the goal line after not much there that time.
As the offensive play caller, that may change your sequence now. Instead of coming right back with a running play, you may have to go to the air.
And the ball smack dab on the 5-yard line. Here's 2nd and goal. Out of the gun, Eckler running it. And he's going to press this one forward as they stop him right around the 1. Give him right around 4 on the carry. We'll see if they want to keep pounding here on 3rd and goal. Trying to punch it in with Eckler. And he is into the end zone. Touchdown, Los Angeles. Austin Eckler, his 5th touchdown now on the year. And the Chargers are able to make this a close game again.
Is good.
Extra point by Badgley, up and good. And the lead's down to a field goal at 17-14. Following the touchdown, Badgley out there to kick it away. That'll be taken about a yard deep. And he'll be stopped right around where he would have been had he gone down to a knee, maybe a yard shy of there at the 24.
At their own 24-yard line.
The Broncos onto the field, ready to start their next drive. They were able to extend their lead with an opening drive touchdown here in the 3rd quarter, but that just got matched a moment ago.
So we know that what they discussed at the half worked. Now, what are the counters to that, right? You don't just run the same things over and over. Some do, but many will also show something and then come back with something else to keep the defense off balance.
And they'll take him down at the 31-yard line. 7 yards, the pickup on the pitch and catch.
Brings up 2nd and 3.
Able to get 7 on that 1st down pass play. 2nd and 3. Now it's Lindsey, and he'll scratch out only about a yard up to the 32.
Well, praise has to go to the guys on the offensive line because they've had a very nice, productive day running the football. How about that poor defensive line? They've been knocked around the entire game, and while they slowed them down on that run, can they continue to do so? Because they haven't had much success throughout this ball game.
Another run by Lindsey. And he'll be out of bounds after getting this one across the 40. It goes as a gain of 8, and it moves the chains.
Brandon, they're still in the lead. The momentum's certainly been going the opposite direction. So to me, that's a really important pickup there on 3rd down.
Try and regain some confidence, and you're right. They need to stem the tide a little bit. That certainly helped. On 1st and 10, it's Lindsey. And he's going to take this one up only to about the 44-yard line. Give him 3 on 1st down. It'll set up a 2nd and 7.
Brings up 2nd and 7 at the 44-yard line.
Now a handoff here to his running back. And he's going to be met at the line of scrimmage and taken down. No gain on the play there, so they're left with a 3rd down and 6.
It's 3rd down and 6.
Operating from the gun. Locke. He's got his big tight end, Fant. And he'll go down right around the 47 this time. They stop him for only 3 that time, and that'll bring up 4th down.
he wasn't the primary target, but I think it was almost like a check down situation, wasn't it?
Yeah, hoping he can break some tackles, a big tight end, but he couldn't do it.
Yeah, get it to that big frame and hope he can scatter some bodies, unable to get it done.
The Charger drive about to get going. And things are starting to move in the right direction. They get the touchdown last drive, then their defense gets them the football back.
Yeah, now they have a chance to get the lead if they can put something together here. And I'm eager to see how they decide to do it. Do they want to be methodical, or do they want to take the big strike and go after it right now?
From the 17, here's 2nd and 4.
At the 17-yard line.
A shotgun snap for Herbert. Throw right side, complete to Williams. And he's going to be stopped here for no gain. And that's going to take us to the end of the third quarter of play.
17. Chargers 14.
The Chargers on third down, 2 for 5 to this point. This is 3rd and 4. From the shotgun, here's Herbert. And that will be incomplete.
Normally being a big-bodied receiver plays to their advantage downfield. Go up and make the catch, take the hit, and pick up yardage. But in this case, the hit was timed really well and popped it free from his grasp.
Hamler now on the return. A good kick that time, but also a pretty good 15-yard return. And the offense will take over with a new set of downs.
33-yard line.
That's the reason we ball for. Circle round twice for the encore. If you know, you know.
Denver offense at the line, ready to go. Their defense got the stop, forced the punt, and now you really start to monitor the clock as they nurse this slim lead. A pass there complete to Sutton. And able to get this one across the 45 before he's brought down. 15 yards is the pickup there, and the drive starting very nicely. First down.
48-yard line.
So one play, and they're already just shy of midfield. Now Locke. He'll get this to Hamler over the middle. And all the way home for a Bronco score. K.J. Hamler, his 2nd touchdown on the season. And the Broncos will add on to their lead. And correct me if I'm wrong, that was just a simple fly route, wasn't it?
No, there's nothing to correct at all. You've got it down pat. And I just remember as a player, when I'd be in practice sessions, and I'd hear 9 from the receivers, that meant fly route, go, look out. That was the 9, and he just kept going all the way into the end zone for the touchdown.
And he will be brought down here inside the 20. Good coverage as he's dropped at the 17.
Take over 1st and 10 at their own 17-yard line.
The Charger drive about to get going. And you figure after giving up that last touchdown, they trail by 2 scores here in the 4th quarter. This drive becomes very critical. They're throwing here to start the drive as they connect left side. And he's got it past the 30 before he's hit and dropped. 16 yards right off the bat and a first down.
First down, Chargers.
On first down, it's Herbert. Man open left side, it's Williams. And brought down, but not before reaching the 45-yard line.
Mike Williams.
A gain there of 12 yards and a first down L.A.
And the Chargers.
This possession means so much for them. They've got to focus on this drive and find a way to make this a one-possession game.
Yes.
Got to get a score.
Yeah, so good with a field goal. Don't necessarily need a touchdown. On first down, Justin Herbert. And he's got his man in stride, complete. And he's going to be out of bounds, but not before he takes it inside the 40. 17 yards on the catch and run. It's a first down. So a 1st and 10 now in Denver territory at the 37-yard line. Herbert's throw going to be caught by Henry and brought down, but not before they're inside the 25. Another nice gain. That's now 30 yards between those last two plays.
Chargers.
Herbert setting up to throw on first down. Firing quickly here, and that's complete. And he takes it in for a Charger touchdown. Mike Williams, his second touchdown on the season. And the Chargers have made this a one-score game. And on that one, able to catch it, also able to have the wherewithal to take it in for the score.
And how about the phases of a successful catch and a completion of a play? Look the ball in, secure the catch, and then, of course, the run after the catch that ends up in the end zone.
The Broncos take over 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
The Broncos onto the field, ready to start their next drive. Their lead back down to one score after the touchdown a moment ago. First down's a must on this drive as they start out here 1st and 10. And he'll wind up with about 6 up past the 30 to the 31.
The ball carrier.
Brandon, you know how many times we've done games, and at the start of the 4th quarter, we see both teams hold up the 4 fingers, 4th quarter is ours. Well, how about this drive? You saw the 4 fingers for 4-minute offense. This offensive line has really hunkered down and established themselves.
Yeah, this is where they say, put the game on our shoulders, we'll lead the way, right?
No doubt about it. And let me tell you, if you're a running back, all you want to do is get behind those big fellas, have a little vision, and find some space.
And a solid way to do that on the first play of the drive there. And he'll be out of bounds after getting this one across the 40. They get 9 yards there, and they get a first down.
Well, that's a carry they have to be satisfied with. And throughout this game, they've been satisfied with what he's given them. Whenever they've needed a big run, a first down, he's the guy they've turned to. And it doesn't matter what the defense thinks. They feel like they've got the confidence to keep handing it to him and keep picking up good yardage.
And the play goes nowhere. Losing yardage back near the 40 at the 39.
He was brought down.
It's a loss of 4 there, bringing up 2nd down.
The tackle made back at the 39-yard line.
On the set. Check 55, Mike. Let him know, let him know. Let him H3, 218, chopper. Hey, alert 3. Check 43. Delta.
Now to the air, Lock. Open man, Hamler, that's complete. And he'll get it out a couple yards shy of midfield at the 48.
Good throw, good catch, but I really like the route. The drag and being able to run away from defenders, hard to stick with them for that long.
Yeah, better against man than zone, or?
Better against man, because now you're running away from someone and you're not running into a defensive player in another zone.
The Broncos on 3rd down. Now, they've converted 7 times and could use another right now. This will be 3rd and 5.
You can't block me. 55, my guy, 55. Watch the slant. Check.
Here's Lock to throw. He's got a man. It's Sutton. That's complete. He's going to go out of bounds, but he takes this one down just shy of the 20. A big one there on 3rd down. They hit for 30 yards.
1st and 10 at the 22-yard line.
Not totally home free yet, but it's looking good as they come up 1st and 10.
Watch the ship. Hey, squeeze. Get in there. Ready.
They go back to the ground now with Lindsey. And he's taken down after a gain of 3 as they move it from the 22 to the 19. 3 points separating these two sides with 2 minutes left to go in the fourth.
At the Chargers' 19-yard line.
So it's Bronco football as we get you reset here. They've got a second down now as they search for a way to get this one to the finish line. And not able to break away this time as they're going to stop him right around the line of scrimmage. And now right out of the 2-minute break, we'll get a timeout used defensively with 1:56 to go.
Focusing on me, from Tel Aviv. Barbados with the hustle pockets, distinctive destinations, all I want to see. Oceanfront residences, 3 different ones a week. Cause I deserve that. It's time to learn that. Mess around and put that thing up where you're permanent.
Now, this is a big third down, and you'd have to think we'd see a timeout right away if they can't stop him here. Lock to throw. They'll try and set up the screen. It's complete. And he is into the end zone for a Denver touchdown. Phillip Lindsay with his second touchdown of the game, number 8 on the season. And the Broncos push further out in front.
Well, it'd be real easy to say that they are firmly in control right now, but I'm looking at your face and I'm thinking I've got to be careful with that.
Well, it's a 2-score game. You're inside at 2 minutes. I think you can breathe relatively easily now.
Yeah, you can, but still, you got to stay vigilant. Can't give up anything cheap and easy. That could put you in some jeopardy.
And no alley to be found. The coverage was solid, and he's dropped at the 18.
Take over first and 10 at their own 18-yard line.
The Charger drive about to get going. Last time they were out here, they had the benefit of good field position, led to a touchdown. This time, they're going to have to work for it.
They are, but with that last drive that culminated in a touchdown, I think they carry that confidence into this one. Doesn't matter where you start with the football now, they have to feel great about their opportunity.
First play of the drive going for 14 and a first down.
Chargers.
From the 32 now, here's first and 10. Herbert. And that is incomplete. He couldn't hold on through the contact. Brings up second down.
Well, I think that was good strategy there, trying to go right back to him after the last completion. But this time, the defense was all over him, and they got there to break that one up.
Here's second and 10 now from about the 32. Now it's Herbert. And that is incomplete. A lot of force bearing down on him there. He could not hang on. It's third down.
As his old brain remembers, when I see 5 wide receivers on the field as a defender, I know the ball's coming out hot. They expected it and got there and popped it free.
Big play coming up. Here's third and 10.
I would expect to see some pressure here.
The pressure drops off as they'll look to throw. He dumps it to Eckler underneath, and he'll be tackled right on the chalk of the 45.
Complete.
That one good for 13 and a Charger first.
13.
So after 2 first downs, they get another here. First and 10 at the 45. Herbert now to throw. And this is intercepted, and that should do it. Picked up by Michael O.J. Mudia. And they will finally get him, but not until he's all the way down inside the 15-yard line. Well, it wasn't always pretty, but the interception there, that means that they should get out of here with a victory.
Yeah, this is not a game that they're going to preserve for posterity on defense, but they did finish it off, didn't they? They did make the winning play to close things out. They'll take that one and head to the locker room.
And this play goes nowhere, losing yardage back to the 15. A loss of a full 3 yards, and now it's second down.
Taken down back at the 15-yard line.
44's the mic. 44's mic. Check. There we go. Bang, 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 bang.
They'll go Lindsey. And again, the run defense stout this time. He maybe gets back to the line of scrimmage, but no more.
No gain on the play.
This defense against the run, by the way, they're not top 5, but they are top 10.
So what's your philosophy here? Do you try and run the ball against a team that's pretty good against the run? What if you're a pretty good running team? If so, you might want to go ahead and run it anyway because that's your strength.
Now Locke. Looking end zone, but it's incomplete. You and I watched film yesterday, and you told me to watch his feet. For whatever reason, his footwork just looked off on that throw.
And you always love it when the next defensive back talks quarterback mechanics, right?
Well, but you're good at it.
Well, I try, all right? I don't know how good I am, but it doesn't take much to tell. His mechanics are off a little bit, exactly what you described. Footwork, that led to the incompletion.
So they settle for just the 3, but clearly right now anything helps trying to salt this one away in the 4th.
Without a doubt, obviously a touchdown probably would have been the final nail to finish this thing off, but it's still ate up time, got points. So while it's not mission accomplished, it's darn close.
The Charger drive about to get going. They can't do much at this point, partner. This one is going to go down in the loss column.
You don't make up for what has happened during the game. In this sequence here, maybe you hand it off and let someone run the ball if you so choose. But otherwise, just kneel down, call it a day, and try and prepare going forward.
2nd and 6, just inside the 30. Herbert, quick pass out wide. That catch good for only a yard, and it'll be 3rd down.
Joe Reed. It's a gain of a yard, and it's 3rd down.
Charles, we saw a lot of points go up in this one. Certainly defensively, stuff that they can look at on film, don't you think?
No doubt about it. And they've got to go back and check where the errors are, how they're going to fix them, and continue to get better at what they do. But they also need a little adjustment with their confidence. To give up that many points, even if you win a game, that can hurt you.
So for Denver, they improved to 5-0 now on the young season. And they will hit the road next week to take on the Kansas City Chiefs. Meanwhile, for the Chargers, the loss here will move them back to 500 at 3-3. And they'll look to regroup next week as they head to MetLife Stadium to take on the New York Giants. That'll do it for us. I'm Brandon Gaudin alongside Charles Davis. Thanks to our entire crew as well. We'll talk to you next time. So long, everybody.
Let me explain what I did. Can I kick it? Hold on. Yeah, I got some rings and a range. Can I kick it? Yeah. Don't ask me a thing. How I got her, how I did it. Yeah. Spend the whole half, had a blast. Can I kick it? Even with a sprain. Pain, can I kick it? Just the flex, I went and bought a chain. Can I kick it? Things ain't been the same. Things have changed. Can I kick it? People acting different, so I asked. Can I?
Could count on my power and look at my dogs from. Way back then, claim what you saw, but you weren't with us. The higher the climb, the harder the fall, but how did you get up? I done got rich and went broke, then got rich again, just a little hiccup. I done been ballin' this pickup. Remember me being so bummy and being so hungry. How did you let it go miss? How she was magic, she mixed. Met her at one of the functions, we caught a little rhythm. She caught up a friend, they kissed and we dipped it, and that's how we kicked.
Let me explain what I did. Can I kick it? Hold on. Yeah, I got some rings and a range. Can I kick it? Yeah. Don't ask me a thing. How I got her, how I did it. Yeah. Spend the whole half, had a blast. Can I kick it? Hey, can I kick it? Just the flex, I went and bought a chain. Can I kick it? Things ain't been the same. Things have changed. Can I kick it? People acting different, so I asked. Can I? Before I went live, they ain't know what I was. Ain't no one alive that could do what I does. ass, like. Let me explain what I did. Can I kick it? Hold on. Yeah, I got some rings and a range. Can I kick it? Yeah. Don't ask me a thing. How I got her, how I did it. Yeah. Spend the whole half, had a blast. Can I kick it? Bang, can I kick it? Just the flex, I went and bought a chain. Can I kick it? Things ain't been the same. Things have changed. Can I kick it? People acting different, so I asked. Can I?
Yeah, I use a dub, I'ma win, I won't lose with this. Yeah, I'ma act a fool with this. Yeah, I'ma act a fool with this. Yeah, I'ma act a fool with this. I turn the knob, camera assist, I'm incredible. Yeah, came for the dollars, call it vegetable. Then I did the dash, can I catch me, bro? Ooh, then I did the dash, can I catch me, whoa? Your whole team is no competition. Boy, I did it by myself, it's a solo mission. Running up the charts, I'm a fool, dog. Turn the whole field to a schoolyard. Bunch of students ain't eating round here. I'm the GOAT, little man, and I made it loud and clear. Put the gas on them like I whipped the Cavalier. Show no love, got the confidence, no fear. I use a dub, I'ma win, I won't lose with this. Yeah, I'ma act a fool with this. Yeah, I'ma act a fool with this. Yeah, I'ma act a fool with this. Okay,